Swirling galaxies. Galaxies can be elliptical, spiral, or have no defined shape at all. The spiral ones contain billions of stars, with their long arms arcing across thousands of light years and meeting each other in the galactic center. Around 70% of galaxies are spiral-shaped, and the Milky Way is one of them, although we've never actually seen it from a distance. Pulsars. These are the beacons of the universe, unique stars that produce blinding beams of focused light and rotate at incredible speeds. Pulsars work like spherical lighthouses. The bright light they emit changes position as they rotate, creating the illusion of a flickering star. Some of them flicker with a consistency that's more accurate than any clock we've ever invented. Neutron stars. These are much heavier than the Sun, but they're packed into a sphere almost 180 times smaller than the Moon. Neutron stars are what's left after an ordinary but extremely big star bursts into a supernova. The starburst is so powerful that the neutron star ends up spinning at breathtaking speed, up to several times per second. A giant water cloud in space. 12 billion light-years away, there's a gigantic black hole that literally drinks water. It takes it from a nearby colossal cloud of water vapor that's 200 light-years across. All the oceans on the Earth combined would be like a single droplet in the heaviest downpour when compared to this amount of water. The Red Rectangle Nebula. Located in the Unicorn constellation, this cloud of gas is just as beautiful and unique as the mythical creature it takes its name from. The universe seems to like round shapes and curved lines, but this nebula looks more like a red gemstone, with layers of rectangles crossing over from angle to angle. Scientists still aren't sure why the nebula has such a unique shape. A supernova. This is a single burst of matter and energy that can outshine entire galaxies in the night sky and produce more light and heat than our Sun will ever give out. A burst like this signals the end of a star's life cycle. While the core of the star shrinks, the outer layers expand outwards, creating a colossal bright and colorful halo. Hoag's object. Only about 0.1% of all galaxies are shaped like rings, and Hoag's object is the most bizarre-looking of them all. It resembles a circle of thinly spread blue stars, with a dense cluster of red stars in the center and a vast, almost empty area between them. Astronomers still can't work out why Hoag's object has this shape. The Butterfly Nebula. This one has spread its cosmic wings over 3 whole light-years. The structure of the nebula is one of the most complex we've ever found. In the center, between the wings, there's a dense, dark cloud of gas covering a very old and extremely hot star. Saturn's ring system. The second largest planet in the solar system has 8 distinctive rings around it. For centuries, astronomers thought that these were solid disks, but today we know they're made from various rocks, from small pebbles to literal mountains floating in space. The rings formed when 2 moons collided or when one fell into the planet. The Pillars of Creation. Photos of nebulas are often so colorful because each of their elements is shown in a different hue. The Pillars of Creation are huge columns of gas inside the Eagle Nebula. Mostly made of sulfur, which is a dark red color, the pyramids contrast beautifully with the surrounding blue-colored oxygen of the nebula. The Great Red Spot. A raging storm is mesmerizing here on Earth, but seeing one churning on the biggest planet in the solar system is on a whole nother level. Jupiter's red spot is 2 times as big as the Earth itself, and its winds travel twice as fast as anything you'll ever see on our planet. The Cat's Eye. A star at the center of the Cat's Eye Nebula spat out gas and dust in a series of bursts. Each of these pulses weighed about as much as all of the planets in the solar system combined. They created bubbles of matter around the star, which overlapped with each other to form a nebula that looks almost scarily similar to a human eye. Double quasars. A quasar is a super bright core of a galaxy which contains a monstrous black hole. Eating huge amounts of gas and dust, quasars outshine the galaxy surrounding them. One quasar, which is 8 billion light-years away, looks like two blue dots in the sky, despite being a single object. This happens when a galaxy which we can't see passes in front of the quasar. This galaxy is so heavy that the light from the quasar passing through it bends and splits in two, making us see two instead of one. Saturn's hexagon. A huge six-sided vortex, twice as large as Earth, sits on Saturn's north pole. Over time, it changes color from light blue to gold. Scientists think it's caused by differences in wind speed, but no one knows for sure. The Sun's crown. Hair-like tendrils of sunlight spread out from the Sun in all directions. Known as the corona, the Sun's upper atmosphere, they're most visible during full solar eclipses, when the Moon blocks out the Sun and it's no longer so blindingly bright to look at. Despite being far above the Sun's surface, the corona is actually way hotter than it. Rho Ophiuchi Star Nursery. Yeah, that's a mouthful. This gas cloud is one of the most photographed things in the night sky, and for good reason. It's the closest region of star formation to Earth. Against its gorgeous, lazy landscape of bright blue, red, and pink, you can see recently formed stars with thick disks of hot gas surrounding them. The dance of colliding galaxies. When two galaxies get close, gravity makes them pull on each other. Funnels of stars spread out from each one to the other and then collide. The galaxies actually pass through each other, with some stars getting thrown off in new directions or crushed into black holes. The galaxies lose their distinctive shapes, and eventually, the two galactic centers merge. Invisible beauty. Black holes, while fascinating, aren't literally beautiful since we can't actually see them. Instead, we see only the things that they consume, the superhot streams of gas they slurp up, known as the accretion disk. Even the famous photo of a black hole we now have is an image of its accretion disk. Still, seeing that alone with your own eyes would be an eye-popping sight. The Earth from space. We've yet to find something more beautiful than our home planet. Its vast oceans and the green and brown colors of the land look unbelievable from above the atmosphere. As far as we know, it's unlikely that there's a world similar to the Earth anywhere nearby. But there must be thousands of others inhabitable and beautiful worlds out there somewhere. In the meantime, it's wise to take better care of the only planet we know of where we can live.